The Doc is In is sponsored by Amada Senior Care.
Fox 56 News Chief Medical Contributor Dr. Ryan Stanton with us in studio this morning.
Yes, he has a broad look at a certain outbreak sweeping across the nation.
Yeah, we've talked about viruses all the time, and of course COVID hijacked everything for years, but some of the others want to come back and get a little bit of attention while they're at it. So measles is a completely vaccine-preventable disease with injection first released in 1971 in the U.S. Measles is one of the most contagious viruses we deal with on the planet, with opportunities for airborne exposures hours after an infected person has left a room. The most common symptoms are fever, chills, cough, rash, but can progress and cause pneumonia and even a brain infection known as measles encephalitis. This virus is highest risk among young children, pregnant women, and those with weakened immune systems. The good news is that this is a preventable disease, and the U.S. enjoyed nearly 20 years of eradication of endemic disease, meaning none here in the United States. During this time, cases in the U.S. came from international travel to endemic areas. Unfortunately, the spread of false information, as well as migratory populations that have a resistance to vaccinations, have led to a drop in overall vaccination rates, which has further exacerbated the false information and downstream effects of the COVID pandemic. When well, I'm going to get the word right eventually, Paul. I'm sorry about this. When fully vaccinated, there we go, it will prevent 97% of infections, meaning that if 100 vaccinated individuals are exposed, only 3 would get a symptomatic infection, and even then the risk of severe disease drops to near zero. The CDC advises that 95% vaccination rates are necessary to provide that herd immunity that we're looking for to protect everybody, and the numbers in the U.S. now are running 91 to 93%, but as low as 81% in certain states. The key is to get fully vaccinated, make sure everybody's getting it, and then focusing on populations that may be higher risk because of larger unvaccination rates.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like I had it, but I was just a young kid.
You did.
I mean, one time, that's it?
It's the 2 doses young. With certain populations may have to have a booster down the road. That 3% is likely folks that don't build the appropriate response for long-term protection, but it is one that is completely preventable. And coming up in the next half hour, we're going to talk about a certain population in Chicago that was exposed to it and the steps that are being taken to help address that.
All right, well, thank you, Doc. We'll check in with you at the end of the hour.
Hopefully I'll bring the real words next time.
You could practice. You have plenty
I'm
of time.
going to practice. Yep.
We're back with another half hour of news, and we'll try not to stumble over our words next.
You're watching Fox 56 News. Our home, your news.